Hi, this is Kevin Lyons, Executive Director of the Rheumatology Nurses Society, and I'd like to welcome you to another weekend update. Welcome to the RNS Weekend Update. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. It's been a great day. I've enjoyed the day with my two daughters and my wife, and sunny Florida. We had great weather and just had a really relaxing day. But I wanted to come to you guys tonight and bring you some more updates about the Rheumatology Nurses Society, some of the great things that we have going on. And we are live, so this is also a little bit of a test for us as we're getting ready for the 2020 Virtual Conference of the Rheumatology Nurses Society. So if something messes up or breaks, that's perfect because we can fix it and make sure that we have a great experience for you there in the future. If you're joining us tonight, let us know. Let me know where you're from. I'm running this solo tonight, but leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Shoot me a like or something. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have on the upcoming virtual conference. It's going to be a very unique experience that is, we're just so excited about it. The session topics are up. Registration's been open. We've had a great response to registration. We have product theaters. We have the painted picture we're going to be doing virtually with the amazing Leslie, who's our friend. And we're so excited about this because we're learning how to do this new world, right? The whole thing of virtual. I'm sure that many of you have been on Zoom calls, that have been on, Skype calls and everything else. And it's important to keep that networking. But as the world starts to reopen, we have to be mindful of society and community as we move forward with this. So again, if you're online tonight with me, let me know, give me a like or shoot me a comment. I'd be more than happy to, like I said, answer any questions you have. So a couple of things we would like to talk through tonight is first off, we had a great opportunity to speak with Carolyn Jones. So Carolyn Jones will be the keynote speaker at the RNS annual conference. She'll be joining us on Wednesday night, and I'll show you the schedule here in just a little bit. And she has a very unique perspective of nursing. She's a journalist, she's a TED Talk speaker, and she was so kind that she joined Carrie Beach, who is our RNS Board of Directors historian, and myself a couple of days ago on a live stream. Maybe you caught it on Facebook. If not, go back and catch that. But let's take a quick listen at some of the things that Carolyn's going to be sharing with us. We have our annual conference coming up, and can you give us a sneak peek of some of the things you might be sharing with the audience?
Well, you've caught me at a really interesting time because we've just finished this film. And in fact, we were finished with the film. It was supposed to come out May 7th. And, as you know, everything kind of shut down and that didn't happen. And then COVID was upon us. And we decided that it wasn't going to be right to come out with this film without going back and getting some footage that captured what the nurses were going through with COVID. So we were able to do that, and it's all very fresh. No one has seen any of this footage. In fact, some of it I haven't even seen yet because we're working on a recut of our film and a new opening and a new ending to the film. So I want to share some of those stories, but it's not a film about COVID by any stretch of the imagination. It's really looking at kind of the wisdom that nurses gain from doing the work that they do day in and day out. And I think the incredible kind of role they play in our society that can help us, guide us during these times that we're living in. I mean, it's Year of the Nurse, which I think is an amazing thing. It's an amazing opportunity because I've been talking about nurses. I feel like I've been like standing up on a hilltop hollering how great nurses are for the last 10 years. And now everybody is beginning to talk about how great nurses are and what they've done for us and what role they play. And I really want to seize the opportunity to really get nurses to voice their opinion and tell us what they're thinking and, be interviewed for newspapers and, get out there as much as possible because I think nurses have a unique perspective on just about everything. So I'm excited to get to talk to you guys and share some of the things that I've learned.
Awesome. That was so great to hear from Carolyn. She's such a kind person and she has such a wealth of knowledge and experience of documenting nurses over the years. So you don't want to miss Wednesday night. Wednesday night of our annual conference is going to be phenomenal. The conference is August 5th through 8th. And Wednesday night, we're starting off with Carolyn. She's going to be sharing an amazing keynote presentation with us. We're then going to go into a product theater, and then we have Paint a Picture on Wednesday night, which is one of the favorite things of the entire conference. So let me share with you a couple other things that we do have going on. Give me just a second. Like I said, I'm running this live. So hey, there I am. Okay. So if you go to our website, the rnsnurse.org, so rnsnurse.org, you can see on the website a whole bunch of information about the virtual conference coming up. And I won't bore you with reading all these, through all of these things, but definitely, and remember that the RNS, Rheumatology Nurses Society, is an accredited provider with the ANCC with distinction. The education that the board of directors and the educational committee provides, along with our lead nurse planner and our educational staff, we are outcomes focused. You're going to get evidence-based education. You're going to get the latest education there. I can't share with you yet the speakers' names. That will be releasing in the coming days, but you will know many of them. We are so thankful for the support that the RNS has from the rheumatologists, from nurse practitioners, from PAs, from RNs, from the whole nursing communities, the LPNs, LVNs. We have amazing faculty that we have put together for you. So we're going to have up to 12.25 continuing nursing contact education hours for this. Here we go. Carolyn Jones, our keynote speaker. We're so thankful that Carolyn agreed to come and be with us. So session topics, I'm not going to read through them all, but definitely visit rnsnurse.org/conference, and it'll take you right to this page and you'll see everything. But let's take a look at the agenda. All right, come on, agenda, come up for me. Here we go. Okay, so like I said, we're opening up on Wednesday, August 5th, and we're opening at 6:15, and Kathy Patty Resk, our president, is going to open this up with some announcements. We then go right into our keynote presentation. We have a product theater, we have refreshment breaks, and we just appreciate Gilead Inflammatory for covering those. We have Paint a Picture. And so take a look through the website and you'll see everything that's going on. We tried to keep our time really condensed from 11 a.m. to 4:20, and then we're looking at Thursday night doing some networking opportunities. So definitely take a look through the agenda. Everything's up on the website. The other thing I want to point out is we do have abstracts and posters that are still open. So if you would like to submit a poster, and we're going to do it a little differently because we're not in person this year, but you can submit an abstract, and if you're approved, the poster will be a digital poster representation, and there will be posters at the annual conference. The other thing that I'd like to point out about annual conference is our conference pricing. You can see that we wanted to make this as affordable as possible for everyone. And so if you're a member, and thank you for your RNS membership, if you're an RNS member and you register by July 17th, it's only $99. You're going to get a conference in the box. You're going to get all types of goodies in this box. You're going to be able to participate with Paint a Picture. You got to do it. We appreciate everyone, and we're going to miss seeing everyone in person, but we will have opportunities to see each other online. If you are not a member, it's a $199 registration. If you do the math there, it's better to become a member and pay the $99, because if you're a nurse, an RN, or APRN, our membership is only $85. After July 17th, we're at $149. Students are so important. As you all know, that the Rheumatology Nurses Society has been working feverishly on workforce shortage and trying to find as many RNs and nurse practitioners and PAs to come into rheumatology as possible. And we recognize that a large part of our future work field is going to be the students, the student nurses, the student APRNs, the student PAs. So if you're a student and you're an RNS member, which student membership is only $35, join and come for free. So we support you, and we recognize that. So again, register early. We have a lot of announcements coming up in the next coming weeks, and we definitely want to see you at the RNS annual conference. So a couple other things in the news, and I'm just going to kind of take you through a couple of websites here. Helio Rheumatology, if you've not subscribed, if you're a member, you should be receiving Helio Rheumatology, the publication, as well as the email. But Helio Rheumatology is just a great media partner of the RNS. Recently, on May 29th, there was an article posted, Breathing Room in COVID-19 Hotspots, Detroit Jungles, Poverty, Protests, and Possible Resurgence. Our own Kathy Patty Resk, our president, she actually was interviewed by Helio Rheumatology, and This is a very insightful article looking at her personal reaction, her personal experiences of COVID-19. So check out Helio, just search Helio Rheumatology, and then you can search for Kathy Patty Resk, and you'll pull this up. I'll probably put these links in the comments below when we get wrapped up here. So anyways, take a look. It's a great article. And if you haven't caught us on Thursday nights, we do a live stream every Thursday night, the COVID-19 Town Hall. And it's the RNS task force that interviews various people. So join us this coming Thursday night. I always get the time wrong, but I believe it starts at 6:30. So look at the RNS website. You'll find out all information about that. Another interesting article, this came out in April, but still the physiotherapy counseling plus Fitbit promote physical activity in RA with lupus, again from Helio. And what's interesting is oops, sorry about that. The author, of course, is Linda C. Lai, and our own Linda Grinnell Merrick actually provided a nursing perspective of this article. So take a look at that. Again, a lot of resources on Helio Rheumatology. Another one as well, 5 steps U.S. federal state regulatory can take to ensure drug access during COVID-19 pandemic by G. Caleb Alexander and our own RNS board member, Terry Polinsky, and I'm sorry, Terry, if I got that wrong, she actually gave a nursing perspective on that. So you can see how the RNS Helio relationship is working, and we just really appreciate the direction of Dr. Calabrese and the whole editorial board, which includes many of the RNS board of directors. And so we just appreciate our partnership with them, and I encourage you to check out Helio Rheumatology. Another couple of things I'd like to show you is if you've not had a chance to take a look at the rnsnurse.org website. We have a lot of resources on this website that we'd just like to kind of highlight for you tonight. Of course, we have the virtual conference. We have an upcoming live webinar on navigating the challenges of psoriatic arthritis with your patients, and that's coming up on July 1st. We have a great program that we're doing, Dear Diary, where we're looking for nurses and APRNs and PAs to pair with patients and have this conversation as for an amazing grant-funded project that we put together. COVID Town Hall, of course, we're a seal of approval for accredited provider with distinction. So if you go on the website, you can, even if you're not a member of the RNS, you can join as a guest member, which is completely free, and have access to a lot of our education. The RNS board of directors and kind of the emphasis of the RNS is to provide as much education as possible to as many people as possible without barriers. And if you go to our Learning Center, you can see that we have a lot of accredited education. If you're shy on some of your contact hours for the year and so forth, you can find a lot of free accredited activities inside that. We have a lot of educational resources. And one thing I want to point out that's coming up with the annual conference is we have the Anne Strong Academic Scholarship. And the Anne Strong Academic Scholarship, basically, you can apply for this. You can get up to a $1,000 scholarship, and we do 3 of these annually. And you can see all of the information here. So again, if you go to the rnsnurse.org website and go to Anne Strong Academic Scholarship, we just encourage you to do that. We'll also see on the website coming soon, we'll have candidates for Nurse of the Year. That's the RNS Nurse of the Year and some other awards that we're doing. I encourage you to participate, submit your candidates for that. So another thing I'd like to show you on the website is a great resource we have. I was there, so I'm going to have to back out to it. We just recently produced the Handling the Hard Questions, we call it HTHQ internal because rheumatology needs yet another acronym, right? So it's what our patients are asking us about Behçet's disease. This is a great downloadable booklet, and our educational team, they do such an amazing job with the board. And this goes through a whole bunch of questions like, what is Behçet's disease and how many people have Behçet's disease? How do you know what so you can read it there. Yeah, and take a look at the website. Again, there's tons of education on this, but this particular project is a new one that we have out, and it's continuing the series. We have Handling the Hard Questions. There are these little booklets about this big, purple. If you've met us before, you probably have had one put in your hands, but these booklets are actually we have psoriatic arthritis, we have biosimilars, we have immunology, we have RA, we have a woman's journey. So take a look at the website. Tons of educational materials there. Take a look at our blog, and then advocacy. So we have some exciting things coming up very shortly with advocacy. The Advocacy Committee and the Board of Directors recently finalized their advocacy policies. So RNS, and if you're a member of RNS, we are standing behind these advocacy policies and moving our advocacy actions forward. We have some new software and technology that's going to be placed on the website shortly that is going to allow you to easily participate in advocacy, reaching out on both the federal level and the state level by easily, when there's an issue that comes up, something like access to care or maybe scope of practice, or there's a whole bunch of issues that we constantly are engaged with and our advocacy committee focuses on, and you'll be able to easily interact with those and send letters to your representatives and so forth without having to do a lot of heavy lifting yourself. So keep an eye on advocacy. So sign up for annual conference. Registration's open. We have that deadline coming up July 17th. I hope everyone had a great Father's Day. I'm looking forward to hearing from Carolyn Jones. Take a look back at our Facebook feed. If you scroll back a little bit, you can watch the COVID Town Hall from Thursday night. We keep the recording up there. And then also the interview that Carrie and myself had a chance to do with Carolyn Jones. We encourage you to go back and read that and visit the rnsnurse.org website. And if you have any questions whatsoever about annual conference or anything with the RNS, on the website, there is a help and resource area that you can actually reach out, and our customer service team will reach out to you. So stay safe, and I thank you so much for watching and tuning in tonight, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday for the next weekend update. Take care.